Like if someone embezzled money or something like that.
How many of each of these weapons do you guys have?
Just one of these. Every operator has one of these.
Hey Matt, I'm gonna go down there with my family.
Just use sniper. I think there's 4 different sniper rifles.
Thank you for listening. Honestly, appreciate it.
He was not doing anything.
Did I not say thank you the first day I saw you?
You did.
He was cussing you out.
Listen, he probably will never do it again, and when he has kids, he's never going to do that. Okay?
All I can say is
How heavy is this? Like. Dispatch. Okay. It's all right here. Okay. You can have this?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a Beverly Hills one?
Yes, did you get one? One guy is tried it already?
Yes. Get ahead. Drive with you ahead.
Just came through, and the door that's down here on the restroom side. This is our area where you can come and make a report. If you need to make a report during the daytime, we are open 24 hours. Although we do not have some.
But that's something that you should look into. It's kind of the pre-cadet program. How old? I think it's 13 to 18. We need to, and we'll go ahead and keep on going. So as we're coming in here, this is our kind of our Hall of Fame. Obviously we work in Beverly Hills, so there's a lot of famous people that live here as well. So if they're up for it and we have the opportunity, we'll try to take some pictures with them as a community that's interacting with our community. Hey, sir, do you have any evidence out right now? Okay. Okay. So whenever we, whenever we have property, either from an arrest or from a burglary, any type of evidence, we come in here, we go onto the computers, we seal it, pack it up, and then we put it into the lockers. You can kind of see on your left, and then they go off from there to go with detectives, and they go on moving into cases, and we try to work the property that we get to build a better case against either the suspect, the arrestee, or sometimes we just have people that they lose their property, or we find property and we go ahead and book it. Right here, we're not going to go inside, but this is our crime lab. This is where we do our fingerprints, or we look for fingerprints. That's where we go over. And when we go out to crime scenes, they'll take a lot of pictures, they'll bring them into here, and they'll look through and build up kind of a scene of what happened. What's going on? No, we take them up to our jail, which we're going to go to in a couple of minutes. How do we get them? I'll show you, remind me, when we go down and look for the cars, I'll make sure to show you that. So as you guys are coming in, this is our EOC, or Emergency Operations Center. So when there is ever a natural disaster with a pretty decent magnitude on the city, this is where volunteers and personnel come in to kind of, you guys are going to come all the way in so we can get the whole entire group in here. This is where personnel come in to basically run Beverly Hills. As you can see, there's vests on all these chairs. For instance, transportation. So whoever, each person has an assigned seat, and wherever they're sitting, basically that's what they run. We have a couple operations managers, and then we'll have like damage assessment, resources. So all these people are doing the same thing, working together to basically get our city back up and running when a major disaster happens. And this is actually probably one of the best EOCs in the country. It's very, very high tech, and it works with many other different agencies. So go ahead and feel free to take pictures, anything like that. Yeah, pictures. All you want. Go ahead and take all the pictures you guys want. Anytime, present. Sure. So something that Finally, go ahead and stand in the white stocked area there for me, and we'll go ahead and show you guys some cars. Sorry?
Isn't that Sarah's?
Sorry guys, unfortunately I guess the sirens aren't working.
And it's nice and cool and air conditioned. This is the range. Just that small one. I think they should really.
If you guys go ahead, we'll go ahead and come over here.
Small guys in there shooting. I think we're.
Good show.
But definitely you want to see where you can see the
It's just one. I don't know.
You guys see? Yes.
Come in, come on. Come on in.
There's plenty of space. Let's go all the way down.
This is where the
Come on in. Noah, how are you?
you can send that to the thing. To the right hand.
You guys will take this round and go back.
All right, we got everybody now. Okay, let me start over. My name is Jim Moody. I'm the range master. This is our range here, Beverly Hills. We're very fortunate to have this range in that we can use it to our advantage. That is, we can set things up the way we want, we can maneuver, we can do a variety of things. I have a new course every month that I design for these officers. These officers must shoot once a month and pass, or they would be removed from the field. So it's very important that they shoot what I set up for them, and they have to achieve a certain score. Now, with that said, let me talk about how the system works here real quick. The air comes in from the outside. It comes in between these two chambers here, goes through those holes, goes down range. It's sucked up and vacuumed and then released into the atmosphere. And the reason we have to do that is the smoke and the toxins from the guns need to go away from the officer. So that's part of Cal OSHA standards that we must have in place. So that's what goes on here. You will see when Officer Stout fires his weapon, you'll see the smoke just go away from it. It moves away all the time, moves away from the officer. Now, let's talk about bullets. The sidearm, the standard sidearm that we have is a 45 caliber. This is a 45 caliber bullet. This is the actual bullet that would go down range. This bullet right here goes about 900 feet a second. Now, 900 feet a second, what is that? A football field is 300 feet. So 900 feet a second is what that will do. That's what the 45 does. Now, a shotgun round. We have double-aught buck, and we also have slug rounds. That's 1 ounce of lead that goes down. This goes about 1,600 feet a second. This does about 1,300 feet a second, these. Then we have the rifle.
Yeah, those are the bullets. They're just waiting for him to say, okay.
Thank you, sure. Here's the rifle.
Oh, well.
Here's this bullet, and this is what's going down range. This is the bullet itself. That's what's going down range. Now this guy does 2,900 feet a second. That's a mile in less than 2 seconds. That's what this will do, right here. So just to kind of let you know. Okay? Get it? All of our officers carry a sidearm 45 and a Benelli semi-automatic shotgun and a rifle. All of our officers carry that. They carry it in the car. Now, the question always comes up, well, which one do you use? It depends on the situation. And it depends on what the officer needs to do. Hopefully, depending if it's a real big time situation like a North Hollywood shootout, they would have rifle and shotgun, not all rifle. Hopefully. They always carry their sidearms, but as far as a shoulder weapon, it would depend on the officer and what he perceives as the threat. So that's how that's decided. It's a judgment. It's a judgment, exactly. Any questions on this? Anything so far? Anything? Okay. Let's have Officer Stout shoot, and you tell me which one of these guns are the loudest. He's going to shoot the rifle first.
This is the rifle.
Now the pistol.
Now he's changing.
Now he's going to shoot the shotgun.
Now he's going to do a shotgun.
To що тоді лишень, по-моєму, повні були готові від
See? Are you watching? There it goes. He's putting the bullets in. Now let's see how loud this is.
Whoa! Yikes.
What do you think?
That's
How much goes against him?
That's scary.
Now he's going to grab his target, and he's going to come down here and show you that he actually hit something.
We hope so.
Yeah, he's an excellent shot. He's one of the better shots on the department.
Is he a SWAT officer?
Yes, he's a
He's
SWAT.
gonna see how, Shayla, how close.
Now he's gonna go show us.
So you can see the firepower involved in which road would you take if you needed to.
He's gonna show us the picture now.
Oh, he's gonna come over here.
He's gonna come out.
Oh, okay. Look, Shane, look how he's shot.
Oh, pal.
Gonna show.
Okay, so the first thing I did, I shot two, after I shot 2 rounds to the body with the rifle, I transitioned to the head, and I did that twice. So there's total of 2 rifle rounds to the head. That's this one and this one. This is the 3rd handgun round I shot. I definitely moved it a little left. These larger holes right here, there are 24 of them. They're from the shotgun, so there's 24 of these. And that's one of my rifle rounds. There's probably a rifle round in there too. So, there you have it.
Wow.
Good job. Yeah, well, you never know.
How funny would that be? You know what? The first thing I think about,
A little bit? That's okay. We're going to state jail right now.
You know what, we are too, so we can just take everything to jail. I think mass shootings and everything else.
Have you guys gone down the road? Yes. Does anyone have it right now?
No, I'm aware.
You're aware?
I'm waiting on the tour.
Right, tour.
The
Oh, look
latest
at this thing,
one
this
is the
Monday.
ones that they're right now. But these are from a long time ago. They're retro.
This is cool.
No, that's the gentleman who just shook his hand.
The Dominic Rivetti.
Why wouldn't we take a photo of the officers with the moto outfit because she's looking for her friend?
It's going to be over there.
It should be here.
So basically what happens is are you familiar at all, like,
Как ты сделал, что она тебя не отсвечивает?
basically, it's a way to secure your gun. The cable goes up through, and you make sure the gun can't close, so that when you can fire it back. So we got everyone? We good?
Oh, K9 unit right there? Oh, there's a K9 unit? I'm saying K9 is so much.
Alright, we're gonna come on in, come on in.
I couldn't see these from last year. Oh. They're actual jail people.
No weapons or evidence beyond this point.
Yes, that's the visiting room where you talk to them.
Oh, this is where they interrogate them?
Really quick, does anyone have any type of weapons or anything like that?
They're so excited.
The holding cell? I think they're in the jail cell. Yes.
I don't think
Alright guys, so we're gonna stay on this side.
But they can look at the whole thing and
Very good. Okay, so if you guys want to go ahead and come in. So when a Beverly Hills police officer makes an arrest, what happens is they come in on A level, where you saw all the black and white police cars. And then there's a kind of a roll-up gate where there's an elevator that takes them right into this room here. Once we get them into this room, we go through, we get their property, we do a search of them to make sure they have no type of contraband on their person. And then, depending on what the offense is, this is what we call our drunk tank. This is where if we have a few intoxicated people, they'll come in here to sleep it off and to basically to detox.
drunk people and put them in here. So that they can sleep off with alcohol.
Is that a scanner? Yeah. Called it. There's a couple down that way. That's what we're staying on this side of the door. But feel free to go inside if you close it. Let the out. So if you close it,
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Hey, don't.
Don't touch anything. The ball.
You know, someone's just not going with the program, we'll go ahead and put them in here. It has no type of facilities, no mattress, no anything. Just more for their safety, so they don't hurt themselves.
This is for who?
This is for when we have arrestees that are trying to hurt themselves in our prison, with whatever utilities they have. We'll put them in here because there's literally nothing in here.
There's no toilet or anything?
Nothing.
Just go on the floor.
Where do they pee?
That's a good. That'd be a question for the jailer because I'm not even sure. But all right, guys, you guys got to come on in this room. Come on in.
Hey, what if you walk on
Go ahead. If we go and get everyone back in this room, we'll go ahead and kind of explain this function and we'll move on. So, at the beginning of every shift, we have two different shifts. We have a day watch and night watch. Night watch runs from 6 p.m. or 1800 hours all the way to 6 a.m., which is 0600 hours. And then day watch is kind of vice versa, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Before the shift starts, what they do is they come in here, and we have two sergeants. Generally, it'll be two sergeants, occasionally not. They'll be sitting up here. They'll kind of go over if there was anything big that happened in the past week or so, or if there's any training points that they can bring up. And then they'll also go ahead and tell the officers what beat they're going to be working in, pretty much how they're going to be working, whether it's 2 Lincoln 71 or 2 Lincoln 61. So this is every single officer that comes in here. They start here. This is called the roll call room. That's basically its function. We also hold different training seminars in here. A lot of our newer officers will come in here to do their defensive tactics training. They'll clear all the tables, put down some pads, and they'll basically teach them how we train to disarm people, how we train to, I believe we use Krav Maga, which is like a self-defense type of martial arts. So are there any questions for this room? No? Okay.
Just a quick thing, we're about to head into dispatch, but basically people have been a little loud, so we have to keep it really down and kind of be quiet while we're in there so they can hear everything that's going on. And we're just going to say there's like a little viewing area, so we're just going to kind of stay in that viewing area and look at them.
911 or you call the Beverly Hills Police Department, most likely you'll get dispatched or the front desk depending on what number you call. When you call into dispatch, they're going to take the call, they're going to find out what the problem is. Well, they're first going to find out where the problem is, especially if it's a 911 call. They're going to find out what the problem is and they're going to dispatch officers to you guys. So that's the whole entire primary focus. They do police, fire, and paramedic. Everything is done within the police station for Beverly Hills. Other departments or other cities will have multiple dispatchers for different agencies and whatnot. So that's the role of dispatch, and then they also do parking enforcement and traffic control in there as well. So we're going to go ahead and go on in, so just a reminder again. Alright guys, just a reminder, please keep it down while you're in here. Going in. This is our dispatch center, like I was saying. Each dispatcher will have anywhere from 5 to 6 screens, multiple screens. One of them will be on our map generally, and then the other ones, they're either on the fire dispatch, police dispatch, stuff like that. And then they'll have a call screen. When they're receiving calls, they can see what number it's calling for, and they'll go ahead and pick it up. Each one of these dispatchers have access to any of our channels here on our radios, as well as any. Basically, they have, you know, it's kind of our brain, if you can put it that way. When a call comes in, they take it, they dispatch it out to us.
How many people are on shift at a time?
In dispatch? No less than 3. So we'll always have 3 people. I believe it's 3 people. Could even be 4. But we'll always have 3 or 4 dispatchers in here at a time, and they generally will rotate hourly. Who covers the main channel?
Or non-emergency?
How about non-emergency? They work emergency and non-emergency.
So when you call non-emergency, it comes to
Why
This is dispatch. Sorry?
Why they work in the dark?
You know, it's just a little bit easier for them to see the screens and whatnot. As they'll have the lights on occasionally, but it's just a little more comfortable for them to work in the dark as well. So just more preference, I guess. All right, okay, so we're gonna go ahead. So depending on the call, police officers will have to write police reports, which I'm sure, I don't know about many of you have possibly heard of or done any before, but they have the ability to also type it up in their cars, but it's a lot more comfortable in here. Obviously, it's a little bit nicer seating, better computers and such. So when they do have an incident where they have to create a report for it, this is basically where they come in to report it. We also have a lot of our forms that we use as police officers, whether it be crime log sheet, tow chart, which is a 10-8, CHP 10-8, I believe. And then, you know, we'll have our private records arrest. Our penal code books are up here, so we can, if we have any questions on the penal code, we can go and look it up as well. And yeah, this is our report writing room. So we have 4 computers that give the officers the ability to write up on. So.
To the officer, what days do officers work? How many
Our patrol officers work what's called a 3-12 shift. They work 3 days, 12 hours a day, 3 days in a row, 12 hours a day. And then every month they'll have what's called a payback day, which is a 10-hour day to kind of bump it to a 40-hour work week. So, and then our traffic officers, they work what's called a 410, or they have the option of a 410 or 312.